Rita here. Just wanted to go ahead and share my step-by-step process that I go through when I get myself a pedicure. It's been a minute, guys, as you can see from these feet. Been lazy. Been doing my heels in a tub, but it's just not the same as an actual pedicure. So let's get to it. Those are the tools that I use. Cuticle nippers, curette, cuticle pusher, big toenail clipper, and foot file. First thing I do, guys, is I cut my toenails straight across. I don't soak when I'm doing myself first. When clients, I have clients soak in a sanitizing solution because I don't use gloves. So I have them sanitize and soak in the foot bath first. But with myself, I don't do that. And yeah, with clients, I don't use gloves, so they definitely have to get in the foot sanitizing soak first. So don't cut your toenails down too low, guys. You just want to cut enough, leave a little free edge on there, and you just want to cut them straight across because you don't want to risk cutting your skin. Now I take my big toenail file, my big file, and I just go ahead and just round the corners as you can see that I'm doing. I don't saw back and forth. I use the file to get under the edge of the corner so I can give it a good roundness. And that's what you just want to do. After that, I will go ahead and use my cuticle pusher and push back the eponychium so that my next step is easier. I like this cuticle pusher because it has a spoon on it. It does the job real easy. It's shaped like that, so it's easy just to push that skin back. You don't want to be aggressive when you do this. You just want to use a gentle touch, especially if you're doing this before soaking. As you can see here, I'm just lightly trying to lift the cuticle off of the nail plate and just giving a little scrub. Then I take my curette. You see how it really gets in there in the corners. I love curettes. Again, you don't want to be aggressive. You just want to lightly etch the cuticle up off of the nail plate. And you can get in the corner there. A lot of people like to dig and dig and dig. I'm guilty of this, but it's no good. Just go ahead and just get what you can off of there. Then take your nippers and nip away the rest if there's any edges there. But the main thing is just to make sure that the corners are rounded so there's no ingrown toenails because those are really painful and that comes from leaving the corners of the nails sharp. I like the nipper because as you can see, since it's angled, it will go ahead and just make a nice clean cut in the corner for you. One snip and you're done. And I just make sure they're all rounded, no corners on my toes, no sharp corners are there. So they look good, so I went to my next step. Okay, so after this, you can opt to do like I'm doing using the drill, and I'm just lightly on low speed, just removing anything that's on the nail plate. As you saw with my feet, on my nail plate, they were splintered and they had ridges. So this is what I do to get rid of that and to get rid of any cuticle that's left on the nail plate. Again, I'm just lightly touching it. You're not going back and forth, and the drill is not high. After this, my toenail work is done, but now I deal with these calluses on my toes. I will go ahead and take the drill on low speed and just lightly sand it down, just until it's smooth enough to my liking. I don't go crazy with that. I'll soak for about 15 minutes. That's just regular dollar store soak. Yep. And then after that, I will use my foot file. I like this foot file because it comes apart and it's easy to sanitize. All the dead skin gets collected in there. And then you can just snap it off and clean it. This little thing does really good for $2. After soaking, it does amazing to get that off. You want to use just brisk strokes and be firm and just get the dead skin off. Now, I will go ahead and use my Exfoliation sugar scrub that I got from Zoya from their Smart Spa collection. It's very thick and rich, as you can see. And I love it because you can feel it working and it's not grainy. There are some sugar scrubs that are just so grainy. But when I rinsed this off, there was no debris. There was no, it rinsed off clean, guys. So I like it a lot. So after I put that on, and let it sit for about maybe 5 minutes. I'll put on the moisture soap from Zoya's Smart Spa collection. It's really thick as well, and it really makes your feet feel really luxurious. I put it between my toes. I put it on my ankles, my heels, and a little of it goes a long way. Then I'll use the heel to toe from Sally's. It's thick and rich, and it is better than Vaseline to me. It truly is. Then I put my spray on, my peppermint spray. I love it. Makes my feet feel refreshed. I'll put my cuticle oil on next, on my toes, and just rub it in. And then after that, I will go ahead and buff. This putting the cuticle oil on first allows the buffing to be better to me. And then I just go ahead and buff until I feel no ridges. And then I'm ready to go ahead to my next step, which is to polish. Yep. And this is the finished product. Clean feet, glistening moisturized skin. Great toenails ready to be polished. I put a paper towel between my toes instead of the little widgets that you buy. More cost efficient. And this is the finished result, guys. I say they came out great. If you think they did too, like. If you have any questions or comments, and then please subscribe and join the family. Until next time.